What can I do for you, friend?
What are your thoughts on all this? My cousin disappeared one night. Some say that Thalmor grabbed him. It wasn't long before I found myself under Ulfric's banner.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them. So, what's your story?
I'm a true Nord.
Damn faithless Imperials. So, why'd you join the Stormcloaks?
My cousin disappeared one night. Some say that Thalmor... It wasn't long before I found myself under Ulfric's banner.
Talos guide you.
Soldiers win wars, but where to put them is the key.
What are your thoughts on all this?
My cousin disappeared one night. Some say that Thalmor grabbed him. It wasn't long before I found myself under Ulfric's banner.
What can I do for you, friend? What do you need to take? I'm heading home, if you need me.
Need a ride? Solitude's been the capital of Skyrim as long as I can remember. Most of the High Kings of Skyrim were Jarls of Solitude first. Well, let's see, what else? The Bard's College is here, and the main office of the East Empire Company. If you need it, you can get a room for a fair price at the Rinking Skeever, just inside the main gate.
Good day.
The roads of Skyrim lead to many dangers. May your road lead you to warm... I welcome you, friend. How may I serve you? Take a look. I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
Traitor!
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir.
You
Tell them
betrayed
he
us!
didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Traitor!
Get on with it!
You should tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his High King. Best she know now, Advar.
Some gate guard
All
you
heart
were.
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King. Shh. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
Excuse me, I'm trying to watch a traitor.
Liar! Story. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords. On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
A man opens a gate and they cut his head off? Doesn't seem right to me.
I still can't believe he knew what he was doing when he opened that gate.
We should have drawn it out some more. He deserved a slower death.
Not right now.
Rogvir, why did it have to be like this?
I think I expected more.
It shouldn't have been like this.
Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
Damn shame, Rogvir. You're a good man. Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet. For me? From whom? Well now, that is something. Hand it over, please. Oh no. I hadn't heard from Gorm for a while, so I'd hoped he'd given up his little scheme. The last time we discussed this issue was before the Standable War broke out. Things were different then. Now, what he's asking, it's just impossible. Even if it worked, the questions and accusations it would cause, well, I'll take it under advisement. Thank you. Not my finest hour. Rogvir was a fine and honorable man. It's not much to ask. Sometimes you just do what needs to be done. You don't have to hate a man to kill him. Though, admittedly, it helps. Keep my men in your prayers. They'll need them if they don't shape up. Spare some gold for a veteran? Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Always good talking to you, friend. Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass. I was the finest scout in the Legion once. Tracked down all the places in the wilds that were causing people trouble. Lost my helmet in one of the old caves. My pretty helmet. Life just got worse after that. Kept losing things. So many things. Oh, you could? I sure would love to have it again. Could show you some of my old scouting tricks. I do miss that helmet.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit.
The winking skeever's got warm beds and cold meat.
If you ever want to replace those old rags, stop by Radiant Raiment. Nothing at all. It's very nice. If you want something with a little more style, however, you should come by our shop, Radiant Raiment. We could fix you right up. Remember Radiant Raiment when you need a change of attire. Come in and shut the door. Oh, what delight. Another charming customer. Oh, let me just drop everything to help you. I don't mind, really. It is when my customers waste time chatting and not buying. Let's see if we can't find an outfit that suits you. Finally.
You know you can afford a septim or two.
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, fellow who wrote that cookbook.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever. Take a load off and enjoy the atmosphere. Hello, yes. I'm the Dean of History, and scribe work when I can find some quiet time. Ah, yes. Adonato's new work. Shorter than I expected, but words must be judged on merit, not length. I'll look over this later. Why don't you take this for your trouble? I suppose I should return to my papers. Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy, and he used to wink. They were smaller back then. Varnius Junius stopped by here on his way to court. He was worried about something. I'm sure Falk Firebeard could tell you what. Magic. You're on the wrong side of Skyrim. You want Winterhold. That college there, they teach it. Otherwise, you can try the Jarl's Wizard. I wouldn't, though. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
Ah, yet another new face. I'm from Hammerfell, you see. I can hardly keep track of all the people I've been meeting. Aye, but I'll be here in solitude for longer still. Fiata's skill as a Fletcher drew me to this place. I wanted to learn. And there is still much of Skyrim I wish to see. I hear there is a city, Windhelm, that is nearly white with... what do you call it? Oh yeah, snow. And far to the west lies a ruin, Volskag. Inside, there's said to be a wall, black as night, and it speaks in the ancient dragon tongue. There are wonders in this place I never dreamed imaginable. Where the dragon attacked? We've heard rumors of death and fire from the skies, but no real news. Then we should soon be selling arrows by the bushel. A sword is no good against a dragon. Good to talk to a fellow traveler.
Feel free to make requests. Generally, if you want rumors, you should talk to Corpulus. That said, I did see a visitor pass through on his way to the Blue Palace. Only in that I'm a graduate. I work here at the Winking Skeever. I would highly recommend it, though. Talk to Viarmo if you're interested. Sure. What can I do for you? Yes? This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love. Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes. With a voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art.
Yes? Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes. Too many drinking games, too many bets, and I'm too old to ever raise the coin on my own. He's a stubborn oaf. I don't know what good it'll do. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family.
Good afternoon. I'm Pantia Atia, the master vocalist. It's been my honor to perform at the Blue Palace on many occasions. His late lordship was quite the admirer.
A coin or two for a veteran? It's not much to ask.
Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed like that. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back.
Fellow Lake Ellenwood's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking. Please, you first. There's not enough drinking in the world today, wouldn't you agree?
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please?
Damnably cold out here. I don't look forward to the trip back.
Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poisoned dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir. Everything's in order. Welcome back, sir.
Yes, yes. Now, I find myself at...
The Thalmor Embassy welcomes you.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are? Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the Arenthia Red?
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
What about you?
We've had the same troubles.
With any luck, a worthy hero will step forward and solve our problems, just like in the tales of old.
I admit, I've never felt entirely at ease in the Thalmor Embassy.
These stormcloaks are nothing.
Well enough, I suppose. Elenwen puts a great deal of effort into these parties, and it shows. I just wonder what her real motivations are. That woman is inscrutable. For now, perhaps. But I've heard disturbing rumors that they're marshalling their strength. I suspect the treaty that ended the war was just a tactic to buy time so the Thalmor can rebuild their armies. I hope I'm wrong. I'm not sure the Empire can afford another war. Good speaking with you.
The Empire is fortunate to have the support of the Thalmor during this difficult time, don't you think?
I can scarcely feed the staff in my palace.
Oh, hello there. I didn't expect to see you here. Yes, I am indeed. Elenwen always serves the best wine at her parties. The food is excellent as well. Though I confess, being surrounded by so many wealthy and important people makes me feel more than a little nervous. Oh yes, quite. So many important people from all across Skyrim. Don't let me keep you.
Nothing to it, but I've heard that the feud between the Greymanes and the Battleborns in Whiterun has grown ugly. Freya Greymane is convinced that the Battleborns have abducted one of her sons.
Are you enjoying the party?
At least Ulfric's men are
Very
willing
much so, and thank you for asking.
barbaric as they may be.
Splendid. Call if you have need of me.
Just between us, I've got more important things to do than attend these meaningless parties. Is it that obvious? I should take pains to seem more happy. I wouldn't want to upset our host. But the truth of it is, I have a mountain of paperwork back in Windhelm, and it's not getting any smaller. I just hope this party doesn't drag on all night. Ill luck. I'm a busy man, and I don't have time for this sort of frivolity. But at the same time, I don't dare refuse an invitation from Elenwen. Of course. I mean, assuming you don't want me to kill someone for you, I might have to draw the line there. That's it? Sure. Shouldn't be too hard. I usually end up making a fool out of myself without even trying. Watch this. Hey, Razalan. Remember when you told me I'd never amount to anything? Well, I don't think you should say things like that about the ambassador.
What? I didn't... No.
I know you're drunk as usual, but that's no excuse for insulting our hostess. I don't think anyone deserves that kind of abuse. I've known plenty of elves who are perfectly decent people.
Razlan. And you promise to behave yourself this time. Remove him. He's disturbing the other
I
guests.
protest. This
Yes,
is an
Madam
insult to
Ambassador.
the dignity of my person. This time I'm completely innocent.
I'm sorry, Ambassador. I didn't mean to cause such a commotion. There's no need to have him thrown out on my account.
That is absolutely untrue. That is... Yes, of course. What? I don't understand why everyone... Never mind.
Are you enjoying the party?
Very much so.
Take advantage of the fine food and drink. Such things have been scarce since the
Call
war.
if you have need of me.
The Great War is long past. It's time the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion put aside their differences. Prosperity is good for everyone.
Let's hope that it ends soon, for their sake.
I admit, I've never felt entirely
One thing
at ease
everyone can agree on. This war is bad for
Have
business.
you visited Rorikstead lately? No matter how harsh the winter, the crops that grow there never falter.
Come and visit me in solitude
Even when
sometime.
every other farm in the whole
I find these parties such a dreadful bore.
Rorikstead is always bountiful. Is it good fortune? The blessings of the divines?
The East Empire Company has interests all across Tamriel, inside and outside the Empire's borders. We try not to get involved in politics. However, as the head of the company, it's my job to make sure we maintain good relationships with prospective partners and investors. A delicate question, to be sure. I'm the Emperor's cousin, and the Empire has little love for the Thalmor. On the other hand, the Thalmor have considerable funds and are looking to expand their shipping. I haven't signed any deals yet, but I'm sure my cousin would want a cut if I do. What better way to soothe his wounded pride?
Soldiers all fighting in the war. There's nobody to hunt down the
Oh? Something interesting, I hope.
Yes, I agree with you.
I don't know. I don't want to do anything that might offend Elenwen. There is a lot of money at stake, after all.
I did hear something rather
Well, anything to relieve the boredom. As long as it doesn't get back to me.
and with no sign of shipping out anytime soon. Some say the ship suffered damage to her hull when she struck an iceberg.
Just play along.
How dare you! You disgusting pig!
What? I didn't...
Far too proud.
No,
The
listen.
head office will hear of this, Rosalan. You're a disgrace to the East Empire Company, and to the Empire itself.
Razlan, what is it this time? Remove him. He's disturbing the other guests.
Madam Ambassador.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
You know that I would never have behaved. That is to say... Well, I swear I'm innocent this time.
Oh, Ambassador Elenwen, that won't be necessary. It is just Rosalind, after all. I'm sure.
Now, here's a face I did not expect to see. Be mindful, for you walk among adders. There are words spoken and words unspoken. Beware these, Thalmor, for they are adept in both languages. For this reason, I avoid them when I can. Fair faces and fine food are well and good, but honesty is rarely so pleasing. May wisdom light your path.
That is, yes, of course. What? I don't understand why everyone...
For the man who knows how to make money, war can be a most profitable venture. But not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford. You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know who I am. I have a stake in most anything of importance in Solitude. I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances of the past and let peace and prosperity flourish between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me pots of money. Very well, then. There's a likely-looking filly, even if she is an elf. You there, serving girl. What's your name, dear?
Ah, Breda, sir. Do you need a drink? Something to eat?
No, that's not what I'm interested in right now. I just wanted to get a better look at you. I like what I see, my dear. And believe me, I don't say that to everyone. I'm very discriminating when it comes to the female form.
Ah, thank you, sir. Was there anything else I could do for you?
Oh, not at the moment. Maybe later. Don't go far.
Yes, sir.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day.
Mm-hmm. Heard any interesting gossip lately?
Well, I did hear that the Argonians have been banned from living inside the walls of Windhelm.
I don't recall seeing you at one of these before, and I know everyone who's anyone in Skyrim. We have a relationship of mutual respect. I care little about the politics and rivalries between the Thalmor and the Empire. But I do respect power, and the Thalmor have that. They leave me alone, and I leave them alone. To maintain relationships. By the way, I don't know who you are, but unless you want me to blow your cover, I'd advise that you avoid me for the rest of the party. Until next time.
I heard Ellen Wynn say she's going to open a bottle of her best firebrand wine later. I can hardly wait.
You speak truly. Have you heard any interesting rumors of late?
Have you visited Rorikstead lately? No matter how harsh the winter, the crops that grow there never...
I hope you're enjoying yourself.
What can I get for you? Here you go, sir. Colovian brandy. Yeah.
I'm so glad you could attend today.
These parties are a great way to earn a little extra money. I hope you're enjoying the music, sir.
It's been a brutal winter. I can't remember the last time it was this cold and for this long.
I know just what you mean. Heard anything interesting lately? Any news or gossip?
Well, there might be nothing to it, but I've heard that the feud between the Greymanes and the Battleborns in Whiterun has grown ugly.
When I married Torrig, he promised we'd go to lavish parties just like this. I wish he were here now. I beg your pardon. You must have me mistaken for someone else. I am Elisif, widow of High King Torrig and Jarl of Solitude. Lucky for you, I possess a forgiving nature, and I'm not easily insulted. Very much so, yes. Ellenwood's parties are always so elegant. She really has impeccable taste. My only regret is that she doesn't host them more often. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
The Argonians have been banned from living inside the walls of Windhelm. They're only allowed on the
I'm
city
so
council.
glad you could
Most
attend
of them
today.
sleep together in one building, and they're as poor as wretches.
Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim and then serve them cheap ale and stale bread. This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with Thalmor
Spent
interests.
many hours in council meetings lately, grappling with that problem.
Quite often, yes. The only thing I enjoy more than luxury is sharing that luxury with those who can appreciate it. But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most intriguing rumors. One of my main duties is to foster a better understanding between the Aldmeri Dominion and the people of Skyrim. I also oversee the activities of the Thalmor Justiciars throughout Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted by the war.
The ship suffered damage to her hull when she struck an iceberg. And Captain
As long as the Empire continues to uphold its treaty obligations, my government does not concern itself with the internal politics of Skyrim. Do enjoy yourself.
At least Ulfric's men are willing to fight for their principles, barbaric as they may be.
Stormcloaks are nothing more than an armed mob. This war won't last much longer.
There is peace now, and that peace will continue for as long as it suits our needs. But make no mistake, this is not a peace forged out of necessity between rival nations of equal strength. It is more like the calm between storms, and the next storm, I think, will be far deadlier than the last.
After all, Yorlin works the Skyforge. How is any smith going to compete with that?
There are those in the Empire who would wish to evade their obligations to help root out the Talos heresy. Fortunately, those most opposed to the Emperor's wise policy have now branded themselves traitors as well as heretics. I am here to remind the ruling classes of Skyrim that their loyalty to the Emperor requires cooperation with the Thalmor.
No matter how
Until
harsh the
next
weather,
time.
The crops that grow there never falter.
I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Even when every other farm in the whole
you
is barely
see
scraping
that serving
by,
girl?
the harvest at Morgstead is always bountiful.
I hear elf.
Is it good fortune? The blessings of the divines?
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? You must be new around here. Bad manners to ask such a direct question at one of Ellenwood's little soirees. But I have nothing to hide. I'm in from the south on business. And if you want to do business in Tamriel these days, well, you'd better get used to cozying up to the Thalmor, like it or not. Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me. Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend. Is that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of mine. Stand back and behold my handiwork.
We're not supposed to talk to the guests.
Attention, everyone! Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make. I propose a toast to Ellenwyn, our mistress.
What are you
I
doing?
speak figuratively, of course. Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed.
Before anyone
Although
notices us.
Most of you are already in bed with her. But again, I speak figuratively, of course. Fine, fine. Get your hands off me. I'll be
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Is my star sealed to your needs?
Very much so. And
Who comes, Malvern?
You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
We must keep.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. I've got to get back before I'm missed.
I look forward to the day this rebellion is put down, and we once again have
Come on.
peace.
If someone misses me at the party, we're both dead.
Have you heard any interesting rumors of late?
I'm not sure that it's news, but lately it seems like every...
Good luck.
Did you see those robes
You're on your own
marching this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Always looking down their noses at us lowly foot sloggers. Well, we'd better get back to our rounds.